talking about different kinds of body in the past couple of classes. From Sthula body, we are going to go to Sukshma body, then Karya body, breathing, your breath. And we just started the explanation of chakras in the Karana body. The Karana body, some of you said, I'm going fast with the chakras, so we're going to, every class we're going to focus on only one chakra, much more in detail, and then go to the next level. So, in general, if you look around the literature or the information from the ancient seers and seekers, there are 7 chakras in the body, which are non-physical, which are formed by the interaction of the nadis. We know by now there's 72,000 nadis in our body. So when they interact, when they intermingle, the chakras form. As we talked before, 114 chakras there, 2 chakras outside the body, and the rest of the 112 in our body. Now, out of these 112, 7 are more important. We are going to go each one of them one by one. And the first chakra is Moolaadhaara. We have a picture there. Moolaadhaara is right at the base of the spine, and this chakra is very, very important chakra because it's a chakra of stability in the body. The element for this chakra is the earth, the solid nature. That's why we say stability. All of you know that the earth is always pulled up by gravity from the sun. The earth itself has a gravitational force. It is pulling the moon. So the gravitation in our the earth, which is putting your body, involves this chakra, Moolaadhaara chakra. The Sanskrit word is Moolaadhaara. In different Indian languages, we call different names. In Tamil, we call that Moolaadharam. Moolam means in Tamil the origin, and Adhara. Adhara means something which is the stability. So Moolaadharam, another meaning for Adhara is a root, is the root cause of all the other chakras as well as our own body, mind and soul and everything. The location of this particular chakra, is at the base of the spine. And if you look at the picture again, we have 4 petals. These petals are nothing but energy. So when the nadis intermingle, the whole chakra, Moolaadhaara chakra forms at the base of the spine. Here is the petal. They are orange color. Sometimes you can come across the word red. So there are 4 petals here. 4 petals. And the mantra, the word for this chakra is Lam, L-A-M, Lam. And of course, Om is also there. If you look at it, there's a structure here, like a linga structure, and the snake form, that's Kundalini Shakti. Kundalini Shakti in 3.5 coil. 3.5 coil of Kundalini Shakti is right there, and it's like a snake-like form here. This Kundalini Shakti is the energy. It's the energy we call Adipara Shakti, Kundalini Shakti in our body. And of course, this picture shows all the 7 chakras together in our body. Okay, so we are focusing on the root chakra. Above we have Swadhisthana, Manipura, Nagada, Vishuddhi, and Agna, and 7th chakra, which is So all the chakras are there. And the first chakra we are focusing right now is this part that has 4 petals. And you can see the elephant structure of the elephant right there, just to represent the stability of nature of the chakra. The deity, as I talked about before, because each of the chakra has a deity. For this chakra, this is Lord Ganesh is a deity. We are glad we are starting today with the Ganesh being the Ganesh Chaturthi. We didn't plan for it, but today so happens. We're talking about this Moolaadhaara chakra, the deity being Lord Ganesh. Again, symbolic representation where the stability, like an elephant. Okay, if you look at the elephant, the way it walks and stable and moves. So that kind of tamas quality. Tamas means slow and but at the same time steady. So those whose chakra is open completely, this chakra, they're always steady, they're always stable. Whatever happens, they could face the situations in a meaningful way instead of getting scared. And as I said before, mantra, each of the chakra has a specific mantra. And this mantra for this particular chakra is Lam. The survival instinct of life, right from our life as in the previous births and past births, like from for animals to plants to microbes. So you can trace back. If you really go deep into meditation, you should be able to trace back, even though we haven't evolved that much. Lord Buddha says in one of his literature books that you could go down deep into this meditation, you can explain all the 72,000 of his birth, right from the single-celled creature. So all those qualities are there within us in our Buddha Shakti, Moolaadhaara. Now this chakra, it'll be shocked or it won't work properly if some life situation makes you get panicked. It's also called panic chakra because if a panicking situation like somebody loses a job, somebody leaving a dependent one, somebody who depends on, or even you get evicted from an apartment, something happened to your house, overworking chakra, so the panic comes. You lose the energy more because the chakra is working over time. Normally, the chakra should share your energy equally. We were talking about prana shakti, pranic shakti. Lesser the bank account, lesser the energy, lesser way of efficient functioning of the body. So that is where you get tired. That is where your mind doesn't function properly. You get confused. All those things. Okay, so this chakra, if it works over time and takes all the energy, then you're not functioning properly. Panic attack happens. Now, what happens is because of one chakra doing this, the whole system gets affected. The whole system, including the different organs of the body, your heart rate, respiration rate, everything changes. So you should know how to manage this chakra properly. Now, when you meditate every day, when you do all this pranayama and everything, all the chakras function properly because you are working with the minimal energy level and you have more pranic energy in your body to spend. Okay, there's an advantage of going back deep into meditation, acting at the lowest energy level. Okay, so that is what we are doing. We are practicing meditation. That is the mechanics of meditation, how it really makes you feel comfortable, happy feeling, and relaxed feeling. That comes because of the energy being consumed less. At the same time, you have a lot of energy to use. It's almost like a bank account. Okay, you have enough money to spend, so you're much happy with excess money. And the bank account is too low, then you start panicking. Same thing with the somebody has a constant problem, even somebody who is even looking for a next meal, they don't know where it is coming from. They also have this problem of overworking of this particular chakra. Okay, that is the Moolaadhaara chakra's quality. Now, even if you look at the earth level, the earth is having some field, electric field, and scientists have found out the electrostatic field around the earth is about 7.5 cycles per second. It's moving a little bit. Now, in our body, the micromotion of our body is approximately 6.9 to 7.5 cycles per second, approximately. So if you're all worked out, somebody is hyper, if it is too much of vibration, too much of energy is being used, then you are not in constant vibration with the earth. Okay? So that's why some people get too hyperactive, you lose a lot of energy. Some people are hypoactive, less active, docile, they become couch potatoes, all those things happen. So this chakra is involved in all these qualities. Now each of the chakra is also a temple in our tradition, all the 5 elements. Now this chakra is mainly the earth element. The temple in our tradition is Kanchipuram. Kanchipuram has Shiva in the earth form. And we will be talking about different chakras and different elements, how they relate to the temples. And they focus more on these particular qualities. So they even say that when you have a problem with some of the chakras, particular chakra, go and pray, do some rituals in that particular temple. That's the reason why they have built temples in a different way, and why they have different element pertaining to a specific temple in India, in particularly in southern part. Today you can see them, as we talked about before. Some food material is also involved in specific chakra. This chakra is mainly involved in proteins. So some of the ways you can activate the chakra, some of the ways you can open the chakra is consuming enough protein. But if you eat too much of proteins, then you have a problem. Less proteins, again, you have a problem. So those who those who are consuming less proteins, then this chakra is going to show its effect. Okay, the character of it is tamasic, as I said before. You can imagine elephant walking slow and steady, and the god in nature is also tamas, or Ganesha. This, and the way, how do you find out whether the chakra is working good or not? Whether the chakra is open or closed, or if there is some problem with the chakra, how you are going to repair or relieve from the power of the chakra. Of course, first thing is we prescription is meditation. Because meditation brings you to the lowest vibration level, and then you get the energy and all the chakras vibrate in a proper resonance. That is one of the ways. And of course, there are some mantras specific to these chakras. As I told you before, the mantras specific to this is a lamb. But instead of saying this mantra alone, people tell me it's better to get a guide, a guidance, to say the mantra in a specific way, and how many times, how long. So that way, an experienced person can tell you how to open the chakra and close it. If you don't want it to be hyperactive. And also some other ways, there are some mudras, certain ways of keeping your fingers, and also certain asanas, certain hatha yoga asanas, which are specific to particular chakras, and so on and so forth. Even including the food materials you consume. So there are some other ways you can control or activate, or even posing down a little bit of these chakras. So this chakra is more tamas quality, more of the earthen quality, solid nature. Okay, so if somebody is too docile, too tamasic, of course we have to activate them a little bit, right? So if somebody is too hyperactive, to the level of not even knowing what they are doing, or even thinking what they are talking, then they have to come back to the base level of their function. very important chakra for normal way of life. People who get panic attack, people who get some problems of survival instinct, okay, it's basic survival is depending on this, the fear, what's going to happen next, what am I going to, all is dependent, I was dependent on this person for such a long time, suddenly that person is not there to help me, what am I going to do? Even death in a family, that also may create a panic attack to some people. As I said before, loss of income, suddenly somebody loses a job and they don't know what to do, they get panic attack. Or something happens to their property, something very close to that, something happens to that, the panic attack. So survival instinct is the important character of Moolaadhaara chakra, and one should know how to balance the chakra, how to make this chakra function properly, and which is very important. If you do regular meditation, regular pranayams, asanas and everything, of course the chakra will be quite normal. And if somebody doesn't even know what's going on, definitely they get confused. They may try to manage the chakra through therapies and discussions and consultation, but if they don't know the mechanics of all this, spiritual mechanics, they always get into trouble and may make some wrong decisions, and then it will go on to affect other chakras. Remember, all these 7 chakras are interrelated. One chakra is not functioning properly, other chakra is going to affect it too. So it's very important to stabilize the Moolaadhaara chakra before you go on. Now, another important thing in the chakra, as we said before, the Kundalini Shakti, the Shakti of our body, really resides in this Moolaadhaara chakra. That is why in the picture we saw before, you see a structure like a lingam and a snake which is in 3.5 coils standing on top. Okay? So when this Kundalini Shakti, those who want to get awakened spiritually to the higher level, they work on this energy through different techniques. We have been talking a little bit on the techniques called Wash Yoga, if somebody is interested, some of the pranayama techniques, some of the exercises, and so on and so forth. So this is what really happens to those yogis. This Kundalini Shakti which is there in the Moolaadhaara, it really rises up and goes to the 6th chakra, which is Apna chakra. That's why in tradition, Shakti, Kundalini Shakti in the Moolaadhaara chakra rises up through the Nadi, which is the Sushumna Nadi we talked about in the earlier class, which is the center of the spinal cord. It passes through it, and then joins with the Agna chakra where our Shiva is sitting there. The Shakti and Shiva joins is Shiva Shakti. It is the one at which the third eye of a person opens. If some of you heard about the third eye of our Shiva, you open the eye, so much energy is coming up. This is really what's happening. Now all of us have this ability to join this Kundalini Shakti to the Agna chakra. And that happens by accident. It happens just like that to some people. Then they get a vision. They get a vision of this third eye opening, the whole world looks different, so on. Now sometimes this happens due to some people who are taking some medications or some hallucinating drugs and so on, and then they are addicted to that kind of hallucinations. But what you're doing here is the controlled energy, your Kundalini Shakti is rising, to the Agna Shakti. Okay? That is to a higher level. But normally, as a normal day-to-day person, you have to know at least the importance of the chakra. Hyper, when you have panic, when you panic attack, when you're sweating, all the glands and hormones are working fast. That means that this chakra is working too much. So, what is the remedy now? The immediate remedy is calm down. Sometimes they say to count when you are hyper, count from 100 to 1. Our technique, the spiritual technique, one meditate. Sit, meditate, do your practice. 1. Or, if it doesn't work that much, at least chant those mantras which your teacher told you. So that particular chakra is not hyper or hypoactive. Too much action or less action is not good. It's not good. That's the balance. So, know very clearly about this Karana body. Karana body functions by the chakras. These are the chakras which are having no imprints. Many chakras may not align properly because of past imprints. But in meditation, when you go down, we're down deep to the level, when you cross the imprints, when you touch the bottommost layer, try to touch at least the bottommost layer, the chakras are aligned. You're going beyond your imprint and you realize what you are. Okay? So it's very, very important to keep all the chakras clean and function at the optimal level. The optimal level. This is the basic information. There are more information on each of the chakras. Most of the mystics, most of the saints who do a lot of magic, mystics, siddhis, siddhas, all this thing happening all because of the focused control of the chakras, the ability to control and make it work. Okay, so this is just simple introduction to each of the chakras. So next class we're going to see on the second chakra, which is Swadhisthana chakra. And after that we go each day by each of the chakras, and we will completely analyze all the 7 chakras of the Karana body, then how it is going to affect our Karya,